Alright, I watched Freakier on Friday, so let's talk about it. I was actually very surprised how much fun I had with this one. I watched the original Freakier Friday when I was young, I loved it. I thought this was just another unnecessary legacy sequel that I would just watch and be like, but in the end, it was actually really fun. The body swap thing still works in this movie, except there's 4 now. And Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis, they were still phenomenal. Jamie Lee Curtis in particular gave like the biggest laugh throughout the whole movie, and that's another thing. This movie was actually really funny. It's actually been a while since I've went to a cinema where people were laughing and we were just giggling, laughing, and just having fun with the movie. And the daughter and the stepdaughter character, they were actually pretty good as well. Like, their performances were great. One of them had to play Jamie Lee Curtis's character, and one of them had to play Lindsay Lohan's character, and they knocked it out of the park. The third act of this movie actually surprised me. It was surprisingly emotional. The family drama, the message of family, it is very cheesy, but this one actually worked, and I actually cared, and it actually got me. Though the first 20 or so minutes was pretty slow, I wasn't all that interested, but the moment their bodies swapped, that is when it got interesting. And the middle part of the movie also felt a little slow. Whenever they actually cut back to those 2 daughter characters, where they're now Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis' character, like, they give great performances, but that was my least interesting part of the movie because they don't really do much. They don't give, like, the biggest laugh. They're just giving a great performance. I prefer the whole Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis scenes. And of course, whenever we cut back to them, that is the most interesting part. What I'm saying is the pacing of this movie is not 100% fluent. The first movie was paced so well because it was just those 2 characters, but this time we have 4 of them changing. Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis are still the front and center of this movie, so they are amazing. But what about the other 2 characters that swap their bodies? So, like, we also need those 2 to be in the movie, but they're not as interesting. So in the end, I was actually really surprised with this movie. I really thought this movie was just gonna be meh, but I had a lot of fun. If you go and watch this movie, I feel like you're gonna have fun, especially if you're a fan of the first one.